and just for here, not going back to a new regular show review. And if you haven't seen the last one, go and check it out. And we're back with the next 2 episodes of season 4 of regular show. We start with another good one, and it starts with Mordecai and Rigby doing this song, and yeah, Margaret on the phone with one of her friends and saying to Mordecai and Rigby that she was supposed to take Margaret to the airport because she's going to this university. And yeah, Mordecai tells Margaret that he can drive her and hugs Mordecai, but then says, "You're not doing any kind of bet or anything, right? Like dare or bet, like before." And of course, he's being honest and saying no, which again, she thanks him. And yeah, Mordecai goes to Benson and needs to borrow the cart, but he's saying no. But he does say that Mordecai can borrow his car, which is being worked on, and gives him the address on this part of town, and wondering where the address is. And yeah, he goes through this alley, which he was then told that I wouldn't go down there if I were you. And yeah, we see this rough town of, we see this rough side of town, and yeah, he calls Margaret, and these guys are like, "Hey, no cell phones on our turf, man." Like, yeah, these guys are weird. And yeah, sees this ball coming to him, and he gets surrounded by these croquet players, and and tell him to be warned. This was a warning: no phones on our turf. Yeah, these guys are strange. And yeah, he finds the auto repair shop and tries to get the guy or tells him that he needs to get Benson's car, and he's like, "Sorry, only the owner can get it." And yeah, he calls Benson, saying that he won't give it to him, and putting him on speakerphone. And yeah, these guys appear again, like coming to Mordecai, and just yeah, these guys are just creepy. These guys are creepy, and yeah, trying to get away and getting the cars destroyed and going under the car and getting a flamethrower. Yeah, this is going out of control, I would say, and getting Benson's car and getting to Margaret, which then they're having to hurry. They got 15 minutes to make it to the airport, and yeah, spray painting onto the car. And of course, Margaret wants an explanation of what is going on and why they keep saying Mordecai and ramming into the car. Yeah, she just wants an explanation, and she's like, "I knew it. I knew something was up, and you had something going on," and getting mad, thinking that this is another one of Mordecai's tricks or something. And yeah, taking Margaret's phone and ramming them, trying to get them off of the road. And they go down this closed for construction area and go off this ramp and knock some of the guys off and get off of this bridge and cause the other ones to explode from this billboard. And they get to the airport, and they're using these different things to get to it and manage to make it in time. And yeah, Margaret actually thanking Mordecai and being sorry that she ever doubted him, and actually giving him a kiss. Yup, what Mordecai always wanted. And of course, we hear the "We Are the Champions" that plays when he is outside. Like, yeah, he finally got a W when it comes to getting a kiss from Margaret. And of course, Benson's car gets towed away. But yeah, a really good episode I enjoyed. Then we go to the next one, which is another good one, which starts with Mordecai and Rigby cleaning the cart while Muscle Man is trying to do this song. And he's saying that he's going to do this song for Starla, to play for Starla at the radio station for their anniversary. And yeah, saying that they're not going to be able to play it. And yeah, trying to get it to be able to play it, but of course he's getting frustrated on the phone, and he just wanted to do this one thing for Starla, which then they decide to go to the station themselves, which yeah, of course they then say this guy pulling in, which is actually the man himself of the radio station. And yeah, saying that he'll play the tape for Muscle Man. And he then sees him throwing it away. And of course, he gets after him and wanting an explanation. And he's going to do no matter what it takes to get his tape played. And then he tells him sorry about the whole suspicion thing, but then tells us of what happened to his studio, which, yeah, he used to be the main guy taking requests and stuff, but then these investors come and making this pretty much changing the whole programming, and when it comes to the budget cuts as well, and yeah, these security cameras, and literally taking out all of these other people and making them scared and leaving, and he was the he had to go and clean the whole place and lock down. But then he brings Mordecai, Rigby, and Muscle Man, and of course, yeah, it scans them, and they go through all normal like, and then they get different equipment, which then they get caught on, and yeah, of course it gets on to them, which they destroy the cameras, and yeah, they get caught, which then they're destroying some more, and yeah, trying to get into the elevator, and then getting trapped, which they nearly fall, and yeah, having to fight these off, and he gets a disc, CD disc, right through him, and of course, Muscle Man's angry, and he tells him to give him the disc, and they better run, and thank him. He thanks Muscle Man for helping him get his life on the music back. And yeah, he puts the music disc in, he puts the tape disc in, and of course, self destruct is now beginning. And he says of how we got a special request coming in, and yeah, it's being broadcasted. And yeah, while they're running, while the place is blowing up, Starla is actually listening to it, and we can actually see her crying. And yeah, he just puts on his glasses while the explosion is happening. And yeah, the explosion, them managed to get outside, and Starla is so happy that Muscle Man managed to do this. And yeah, the radio guy and Mordecai and Rigby just leave out. Just leave. Yeah, really good episodes here. I'd like to know what y'all think. I'd like to know. Let me know in the comments down below. Catch you next one.